Good to have you with us. Ed Schultz, Facebook Live. Here is the number. You want to talk it over? 202-909-1492. I want to talk to you about an idea and a goal. This is the great thing about our country. You know that you can have an idea and you can have a goal and you can go after it. That's what America has always been about. That we are... Do I need to start over?
No, you're fine. I got it.
Well, you hit the buttons wrong. Or did you hit them right? All right, whatever. I'm on this idea and this goal kick, man. You know, I've had ideas and I've had goals and I've gone after them for years. Some I achieve, some I don't. And if you have an idea and you want to make it happen in business, normally 99% of the American people have got to go figure out how to get the financing, right? You got to go to the bank, or you got to know somebody that wants to take a chance on your idea. Maybe someone else will fund the idea and you'll be able to nurture it and feed it, and maybe it'll be something that you've wanted it to be and fulfill a dream. This budget, and I think that there's a real parallel that has to be made here. This tax plan that has been put out, basically a sketch, a blueprint that's been put forth in front of the American people, would never fly in front of a banker, would never fly in front of someone who is going to take a chance on somebody who comes in with an idea or a goal. It might be a restaurant. It might be a manufacturing plant. You know, I got this idea. This is what I want to do. You know what you have to have? You have to research the market. You have to have a business plan. You have to have assets. You have to be able to back it up. All of these things that you and I have to do as American citizens when it comes to business and fulfilling a dream of an idea and having a goal is exactly what Washington is not doing. Washington has an idea and a goal, but they can't back up any of it. It's all theory. It's all pie in the sky. The numbers don't add up. And as we move through this detailed process of what we think this tax plan is going to be all about, we're going to find, I just find it amazing that yesterday they say 10%, 10, 20, and 35%. These are the brackets. But they don't even give us the income brackets. Is that 35% over 200 grand? Is that 10% up to $50,000? They don't even have the income set up yet. This is if you went into a banker and tried to get a loan of maybe several $100,000 and you put forth what the White House put forth and the Trump administration put forth yesterday, you'd get laughed to lunch. They said, well, this is going to be a short meeting. Is that all you got? Really? And so I think that before everybody starts clamoring about the fact that, oh, this is going to be simplification and we don't have to worry about all the different lines and the deductions. Folks, this is only the future of the country and your kids and grandkids and how you want your retirement secured. That's all we're playing with here. Because how much more debt can we pile on? How much more in the hole can we go? We're on the verge of a military confrontation. We have no idea how much that's going to cost, and maybe we don't even care. But the fact is that what's being presented by the Republicans, it's the Republicans. And what got me is that none of the lawmakers on the Republican side stepped up and said what I'm saying right now, is that, what is this? I've digested this for 24 hours, and it's bullshit. We're smarter than this, aren't we, as people, as American taxpayers? But then again, there's Washington. Let's go to the phones, 202-909-1492. You're on Facebook Live with Ed Schultz. Thanks for calling.
Hello, Ed.
Yes,
this
sir.
Is Joseph. David?
Yes, sir.
How you doing today?
Good.
I really appreciate your show and everything you've done for us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is that it?
I've been looking forward to... No, I've been looking forward to doing something else with you. It hasn't been released yet. It was a few years back while you were on MSNBC. Just to do a full disclosure, you ended up getting canceled or pulled off the show, and I've been kind of left out here hanging right now. Yeah. Still waiting to see if we can get on RT with you about it.
What is it?
Kind of a big stink.
What's it about?
Big stink about. Well, it was about a case there in California, down along the border there. I got set up. It's difficult to talk about it. If you get a chance to call me back and talk about it off the air.
So you're having, let me get this straight. You're having some kind of legal issues and you're not getting the proper representation, or you're being railroaded by the government, you think? Is that, am I getting the gist of this?
Yes. Yeah, and yeah.
Okay, all right. Well,
Obama's administration. I haven't heard anything back from Trump yet about it either. On clearing, it was a case where they set me up for stalking along the border, along Mexicali there in the U.S. in Imperial Valley, and I was charged, but I never received a restraining order or anything. It's difficult to explain it all at once.
Okay, all right.
But
well,
they ended up charging.
You can go to my website, and we've got email addresses on there, and you contact us, and I promise you that I'll follow up on this and have more conversation with you, okay? That's the best I can do. That's the best I can do. I don't think I've ever met you. I don't know you. I'm glad you watched the show where I used to be, and I hope you're watching RT now. The fact of the matter is I can only do so much. But I'm certainly willing to take a look at it. I appreciate your call. Thank you. 202-909-1492. It's almost what I'm starting. What is this, a Crime Stoppers network now? Or what is this? Hey, look, we're always into good stories to hear things. Okay, you're on Facebook Live with Ed Schultz. Hello. Go ahead.
They hung up on us.
They hung up. Well, they had a story tip, and then they decided they didn't want to give it. I got what that is. 202-909-1492. All right. So back to what's stuck in my craw about this tax plan is that when are we going to get the detail? Now, the Treasury Secretary and also the head of the Economic Council said yesterday, we're going to be coming with that detail. When is that going to happen? Is that going to happen when somebody on the tax committees and Ways and Means finally gets their shit together on Capitol Hill and comes to them with proposals? They must have some idea what they want to do other than just a one-pager. That's my point. Let's go back to the calls. You're on Facebook Live with Ed Schultz. Hello.
Hey. Hello?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Hey, Ed, I'm a finance major, so I just wanted to explain something to you about taxes. Do you even understand how taxes work? Just out of curiosity.
Make your point.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is that you know that our federal taxes don't fund any spending. You know that, right?
That goes into the Treasury, sir.
No, they do not.
There's this. Okay, I'm gonna. All right, you and I aren't going to agree, so I'm going to let you talk. Okay, you have at it.
Look, I'm not defending Trump in any way, shape, or form. I think that we need to start understanding how our tax system really works. And our taxes get deleted out of the system. And if you don't believe me, you could also ask Bernie's economic advisor, Stephanie Kelson, which I really recommend you put her on so she can explain how federal financing does work. That's all I really wanted to say.
Okay, I appreciate that. If you're I'm not talking about federal financing. I'm talking about the private sector versus the way government operates and our tax system the way it's set up. The disbursement of funds, that's a whole different world, and maybe you've got it confused of what I was trying to say there. The point I'm trying to make here is that we have gotten from this administration and from lawmakers very little detail on day one on exactly what they want to do with our tax structure in this country. 202-909-1492. Ed Schultz, Facebook Live. You're on with us. Hello. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
You got to talk, sir. Go ahead.
I'm a big fan of Ed.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do I have to wait to talk to him?
No, you're talking to me right now. You're on Facebook Live. Go ahead. You're on with Ed. Thanks for calling.
Oh, my God, I'm talking to Ed?
Yeah.
Let me move away from the computer.
Yeah. That'd be a good idea. All right, go ahead.
I watched you for years on...
Okay, we got by that. You've watched. What's your point today? Thanks for calling.
I don't know, just tell you I thank you, and I did finally find you on the radio and RT.
All right, thank you, sir. I appreciate that very much. It's always good to have folks that want to seek you out and watch your work or listen to your work and follow it. Thank you. 202-909-1492. Sean Spicer said today at the White House briefing that the middle class will be helped. And if you'll notice that yesterday at the podium when they were giving this one-sheeter, that there really wasn't a whole lot of talk about the middle class. And that, of course, has been kind of cast by the wayside. I will give the president some credit. He is trying to do something on trade. He's trying to do something on jobs and the economy. And whether you like Trump or not, he's talking to the right people. He's talking to the union folks. He's had them over at the White House. He's asking them what their problems are. He wants to know about the unfair competition that has been placed forward on them in a number of different industries. In fact, today he even signed something dealing with the aluminum industry, because the aluminum industry also is being saturated, that market being saturated, and is killing American jobs as well because we've got bad trade agreements. The president made very clear today that he's not going to get rid of NAFTA. He's going to try to renegotiate the deal, but if he doesn't, then he's willing to get rid of it. So it's really back to square one. It's what he said all along. So we're going to do something on healthcare tonight on the show at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Hope you'll watch us, 8 to 8:30, RT America. Our number again is 202-909-1492. Have a good one. We're back tomorrow.